Joe, it's obviously been a few days since the Hibs game. How would you sum that up as a whole when reflecting your first experience of Ibrox?
Yeah, we're really happy with the performance. We've gone through the post-match as we always do and dissected the game, and there was a lot of really good moments from the game, stuff that I was really happy with, things that we've been working on for the past few weeks. So overall we was happy with the performance and the 3 points.
And to come away with such a resounding result against a good side as well, that must be the confidence the team needs for what lies ahead.
Yeah, and that's the things that we've been working on, you know, looking to nullify the opposition's strengths, making sure we're honing in on their weaknesses and causing them problems. I thought we controlled the game for the majority, limited them to very few chances on goal. So when you look at those stats and look at the end result, I think it was more than worthy.
And you're set for your first Old Firm League fixture in charge. How much are you all relishing the game this weekend?
Yeah, we all know it's going to be a tough game, but these are the games that you want to be a part of, you want to be managing and you want to be playing in. It's down to our players to stand up and take that challenge on board and keep continuing to do what we've been doing, because we've been progressing and we've been working really well on the training pitch and putting things into practice that we need to do to be better, to make our performances better and ultimately get 3 points. So we've just got to continue that process and hopefully take it into the game.
And even at this early stage, how crucial can positive results be in these games? As you've touched on previously, it can come down to those fine margins.
Yeah, it can do, and it's just momentum swings more than anything. Knowing that if you can get your nose in front and stay attached to those teams and with the points that are available, it's just going to make a really exciting season. So you don't want Celtic to get too far ahead, but ultimately you want to get further ahead of them. So you need to get your noses in front at some point. If not, they don't get too far ahead of you. So yeah, these head-to-head games do matter. We know there's 2 points in it at the moment, so we don't want it to get much further than that. So we know we need to go in and get a result to stay in touching distance with Celtic. But as I said, there's full confidence from me that the team can do that.
What do you feel the difference can be in these types of matches? Obviously, it can come down to just one big moment that decides it.
Yeah, it does, and generally it does in these moments. We know we can create many opportunities on goal. I think it'll be a little bit more clinical. You know, you've got to tighten up and be a little bit better on your details in possession, as well as out of possession. You can't maybe take as many risks as what you would, but we never want to nullify our strengths and what we're doing really well at the moment. So whichever game we go into, no matter who we're playing, we still look at the threats of the opposition and what they can cause. So we've looked at that, we've made sure we've worked on it on the training pitch. We'll continue to work on it throughout this week. But as ever, I think there's a lot of things that we can exploit against Celtic, and we'll be looking to do that.
Yeah, you touched on it. Is there any different approach to these massive games in terms of the build-up and what you're saying to the players?
Nope, absolutely not. It stays the same. I've asked for consistency from my team and my players, and they'll get the exact same from me. Process remains the same. We'll go through the same plan as we do for the whole week. We'll keep it the same and treat it as every other game. It's just notice just a little bit more on the back of it that you need 3 points to stay in touch with them.
Of course, you have experienced the fixture in the form of the Glasgow Cup final. Despite it being before the league began, how can you use the experience of that day to target a strong performance?
Yeah, and I think it just shows that, you know, it doesn't really matter. These games to games, they make such a difference to you. The last one we won, you know, the one before that could look very different. The games are that tight, they're that close that it could go either way. Don't think anybody would be able to call it. We've just got to be confident on our end that we can go out and put on a performance that does get a result for us. And I'm fully confident that if we do that, we will.
Yeah, and just lastly, it will be the international break after the weekend, and the Scotland squad's just been announced. It must be great to see the club well represented again with 6 players. Yeah,
absolutely, and you see the work rate and the performances that these players have put in. I'm particularly happy to see Cathy Hill and Kirsty Howard in the squad. They've both been brilliant. You see the goals that Kirsty scored on Sunday, which were, you know, just goes to show all the work that we've been doing on the training ground. And Cathy's game's just been getting better and better week in, week out. She's been a real leader at the back for us, both in and out of possession. So yeah, I'm more than pleased to see them two added to the squad.